AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
So we have been beaten down on garbage teams.
Beat who's in front of us.
1,000,000%. But we've seen that. We've seen it earlier in the year too, and it was like the pace. We beat the Pacers. You beat this team. Like we didn't really beat a top tier team. I don't. And the thing is, I saw something on the schedule where this is who the Knicks are beating this season. How come it's not popping up? Oh, it's over here. Sorry. This is who the Knicks beating this season. Knicks wins to date. Pacers twice, Nets twice, Heat, Pistons, Bucks, Wizards, Suns with no KD and Bradley Beal. Shout out to Andy Roth too, by the way.
But hold on, just real quick. Hold on, just keep that up there. Just keep that up there for 1 second, please. So, let's be realistic. Suns is a good basketball team. I understand they got injuries. Everybody got injuries. So miss me with that. Bucks still got Giannis and my God Dame. The Nets is playing good basketball. Regardless of the record, those were 2 good games. The Pacers is a good team. So, I mean, and then we know the Heat is our rivals. So, for me, I'm not going to sit there and downplay, talk about we ain't play nobody. Nah, I'm not going for that. I'm sorry. Now, I get the Wizards and, like you said, maybe the Nets. I mean, and the Pistons. But nah, man. Miami, Milwaukee, Pacers, Suns. Nah, those are good teams right there. And those are good wins.
I was just going to say, it's the NBA. You could get beat any night. It's the NBA. You could get beat any night. Go into Charlotte and with sleepwalking, and they will run you off the floor. Go into Washington and think this is a scheduled win. They beat your ass. Like, it's the NBA. You got to come to play every night. Like,
I listen. I agree with that, and I want to give them their props for winning handedly. Like, not just Phoenix didn't have a chance. The Wizards didn't have a chance. Some of these games were close. With the Nets were close. The first game was close. The Nets do play competitive. The Bucks, the Indiana, they don't have it all together. Miami didn't have it all figured out either. I'm just saying, there's no signature win yet, and they're winning me over. Do not get me wrong. This is looking into something.
The Heat is not a signature win.
Nah, that was early on in the season.
But you was high on the Heat.
Yeah, but now we see what they are.
Not a signature win.
What win stood out to you the most this season for you? Because I don't remember one.
The Miami Heat. People still high on Miami. People still think they're a threat, and we beat the Miami Heat.
Cat had 44. He was killing Bam. I think that was his breakout game where we were trying to figure out what Cat is going to look like for us. He played phenomenal. So that's probably the game that sticks out the most where, we finally kind of figuring it out. But I agree with the sporting page. The next couple of games, like Utah, then Dallas, then Denver.
Orlando.
Hold on.
Right, depending on how we look.
Fellas. But what I'm saying is, of course, I agree with y'all. But I'm saying up until right now, before the season started, when people asked, give me some of the best teams in the East, some people took Miami over us because some people still think they are a threat. And we beat Miami. So, in Butler, Bam, and Tyler Hero played. So to say that's not a signature win when people before the season started, now, of course, we'll be like Miami is dogs. But before the season started, people still had props and respect for Miami. So I just think that was a good win for us.
I just think I don't want to call it fool's gold, but we still got to beat the great team. Like Orlando, to me, is going to be a real test for me. Even without Banchero, they're playing tough. And I've been saying that since last year. Nobody did. All right, I'm saying it this year. They're playing amazing. Franz, the German Ruger, he's having his breakout year. He's leading that squad. But these are all winnable games. The Utah thing is a joke. Denver's going to be a challenge. That's going to be big time. Dallas, they're trying to figure it out as well. Charlotte, beatable. Pelicans, beatable. And Orlando. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games, Denver and Orlando are the ones we can't sleep on. And
you can't sleep on Charlotte. You can't sleep on Charlotte neither. They playing good basketball. They're not a better team.
Can't sleep on none of those except the right. We could lose any of those games besides the Pelicans.
Detroit playing better.
We shouldn't lose any of those games. My point, if we're as great as as that offense is showing, and OG's coming out to be this two-way player that he is. But look, I only pulled this up because our schedule. Look, Orlando, Charlotte, Detroit, Toronto, Minnesota can't figure it out. That's what really got me over the catch rate too. That Julius Randle them can't get it together. Pelicans, Toronto again, San Antonio, they're beatable, but they can win a game too. But Orlando, Washington back to back. This is up until January, y'all. OKC is January 3rd. We can
where's that game at? The OKC game, that's at home in OKC.
Look like it's on the road.
Well, I just missed it. January 3rd. That's at OKC.
On the road.
Yo, what I'm saying is we could go on a hell of a run and really put some fear in the league. The way we're playing lately, we don't even play a tough team to the second half of the year, it looks like. I'm just saying. Mitch comes back around that time. He's reportedly back practicing or doing some sort of workouts. And
does he look like Zion? Take your shirt off, Mitch. Does he look like Zion?
He flexed. He showed you the guns.
Does he look like Zion? Take your shirt off, nigga. Pause.
Thank you, Giles. Thank you, Giles G. Those look too many trap games. We gotta Flea is correct. We gotta play. A lot of them games, like that first Brooklyn Nets game we played, we could have lost that game.
That was a trap game.
Listen, man.
Boy, that was a trap game.
When
they won that,
tomorrow is a trap game against the Jazz.
Hell no.
Yes, it is. We could walk in there.
So, hold on. So which one of these bum teams is not a trap team, bro? It's not a trap game. Come on, man.
Fabian, I started this soliloquy about the Knicks and I finished it with our defense. We can run teams off the floor, but we can't stop a nosebleed, bro. That's all I'm saying. And some of these teams are figuring it out offensively. They're just bad. So you're telling me that tomorrow night in Utah, Colin Sexton couldn't have a career night and it'd be rough for us? I'm just throwing a name out there, but I'm just saying, you go into Charlotte and Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball both had 35 last night. They're figuring out how to play with each other. I'm just saying, you go into these games, we are the better team, but we can't go in there, this is a scheduled win. This is a scheduled win. No, we got to go in there and play basketball. And if we're going to struggle defensively, we'll struggle against every team. Every team got to miss shots if we want to win.
Charlotte, I could see that happening with. Utah, no way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand you. I got you.
And again, I got to give Cat his props. I did not expect him to come through to New York City and look like this. Look like he's about to do damage to anybody, any team. It doesn't matter who you are. And he's not settling. Anything about him being soft or whatever it was, he's shown none of that. And I don't care about the defense. I've been saying this all season long. To me, he's been trying his hardest. He don't look like he's giving up anything on defense. Matter of fact, they're not giving him any calls on the defensive end, if we're being real, because of his reputation or whatever it is. They should need to give him foul calls. If that starts to happen, Mitchell Robinson comes back, like you said, AllBall, Precious Achua. Because we're talking about getting some stops.
Right. And you got to remember now when Cat is at the 4, it's only player that can contain Cat at the 4 is Anthony Davis. Who else is going to contain him at the 4? So I think of that. But y'all both made great points. Listen, man, we are playing great basketball at the right time because that schedule you just put up, we can have a stretch where every 10 games we're going 7-3, maybe 8-2, or every 5 game, right? We're going 4-1, or we listen. One thing I realized with our Knicks, and Flea, you make a great point. We have to play every game. We cannot look at no one. Look at that Chicago game. I know everybody looked at that as, yeah, we gonna win. And next thing you get Kobe White and my guy going crazy and can't miss no shots. So my thing for our Knicks, We've always been like that. We have to play every game like it's a playoff game.
Getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance in a single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. First time, here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code ABTV. That's code ABTV for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Camp Resort. 21 plus. Age ability varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball.
We appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Thank you, Darlene. We love you.
Tap in, man. You know we be AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.